Greetings, Upstanders. Dr. O here, and we are at this time of recording about 2 days after the horrific shooting in Minneapolis that injured so many and killed two people, two kids, ages 8 and 10 years old, and it just seems like the media has already moved on. It seems like the media has already forgotten about it. Saw a couple of stories this morning, with the father of one of the children talking about his son and other statements that have been made. And I know that when there are funerals there'll be some coverage there, but it just seems like America has just moved on. Mike Johnson's talking about, well, we can't do anything about the guns, we have to deal with people's hearts, and that's where it's all about. This is how we end up here again. And many of us didn't even know, including myself, that there was a shooting at a high school, I believe in that same community or in Minneapolis for sure, just the day before. And I don't know about you, but I definitely did not know that as of August there have about 285, 286 mass shootings already. And I can't remember the last time I saw a story on mass shootings on the news. It's because of our level of desensitization on this particular issue, well, on many issues. What are we going to do about this, y'all? It's only going to get worse. There are more guns in this country than people, and we're not doing enough to protect our children. As Mayor Frey said, not these guys, these kids were praying. They were in church when this happened, and so you can put up all of the bars and all the barricades and lock all the things down, but that gunman in Minneapolis shot through the windows. So people can have. When's the real conversation going to be had about the access to guns? Because right now there's more arguments to just fortify everything, make everything look like a prison in some way, shape, or form. That's what the plan is. More guns, more fortification. Only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. If the gun lobby could be so strong, we can be stronger. Once again, I said we've had an assault weapons ban in this country. These kids deserve better. And people say, when are we gonna? This is gonna be the moment. This is gonna be the moment. Quite honestly, after what happened in Newtown, when nothing substantial changed after that, that was when I lost hope in the gun control movement or the fights for guns, more gun safety, and more gun, anti-gun possession laws. And I'm sure many of us have as well, but it doesn't, but now, recent weeks I've definitely have had renewed energy and renewed focus as it relates to that, because gun violence is not just something that happens in these mass shootings. It happens every day in our cities, across the country. And so one of the questions we have to ask is, like, not is what Mike Johnson going to do about it? What is Trump going to do about it? What are Democrats going to do about it? If we want to be serious about putting a dent in this gun violence thing, Trump got rid of the Office of Gun Violence. I was there when I saw the leader, the head director of that department. Like, this was something Biden was very serious about. All that's gone right now. The question's going to have to be, what are you going to do about it? To quote the late great Dr. Joe Madison. What are you going to do? Are you going to be donating funds to organizations that are out there trying to stop gun violence? Are you going to be volunteering in communities that are doing work to, bring down escalation? Are you going to help do the work to stop the proliferations of guns that are coming in from other states? And flooding inner cities and the like? Are you going to do work to maybe stop the proliferation of ghost guns in this society? Are you going to be someone to be out in the community talking about the importance of nonviolence? Are you going to go into law enforcement and be a community police officer where you have good relations with kids in the community to help prevent gang violence and the like? And what are we going to do as it relates to the schools? Are you going to be the type to help bring more intervention services to young people? There's so many things you can do right now to be part of this. Some of y'all know I write songs, March for Our Lives, but I'm also donating and giving to organizations and doing other work, raising awareness. Everybody can do something. I believe it's Kiyosaki who said that if the people lead, the leaders will follow. And we need to show them how to handle this, because nobody should be sending their child to school wondering if they're going to see them at the end of the day because of something like this. Because it can happen anywhere in America, and it does happen anywhere in America. But we are not powerless in this situation. You are not powerless in this situation. What phone calls did you make today? What emails did you send out? What person's office are you going to be occupying or visiting or sitting out and having a sit-in in front of to demand more action? There's so many organizations out there that are doing the work. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just engage with your own resources, repost, reshare, whatever you can do. We need all hands on deck. We can't just wait for a shooting to happen talk about thoughts and prayers, say we need to end guns and get rid of them and so on and so forth, and then just go back about our business. The family, the families in this Minneapolis shooting deserve better. That community deserves better. Across all of our cities, we deserve better. Across all of the spaces where almost 300 mass shootings have happened, which aren't making it to the news, they all deserve better. Our inner cities deserve better. Our rural communities deserve better. Our suburbs deserve better. Our people suffering domestic violence, the hands of guns, deserve better. You have the ability to do it. I have the ability to do it. So this is not the time and space for just us point fingers at everybody else. This is that time to focus on the three fingers pointing back at yourself. Every single day, if we all make a step to do something by the end of the week, that's 7 steps. Multiply that by how many people watch this video or subscribe to my channel or others, and we can make thousands upon thousands of steps a day towards ending gun violence and ending access to weapons of war that these shooters do not need in any way, shape, or form. I'm here for the work. Are you? Let me know your thoughts. Peace.